The trifecta is complete, my friend. This is the Ego 1623 string trimmer. It goes with the mower that I bought last year and the blower, and together they make the trifecta of yard tools that you need to have a professionally manicured lawn. So welcome back to Road Reality, or Lawn Reality if you will. Today we're gonna look at this one. I already did reviews on the mower and blower, so I'll leave those linked up here or down below, whatever. But we're gonna look at this bad boy today with its guard, carbon fiber shaft, handle, loop for your shoulder strap, trigger, 2-speed, and a place for a battery. The trifecta is complete. I can go do motorcycling stuff more now because I don't like having to take care of small engines. It's just a pain in the butt. And anything that allows me to save time and not have to dither around with stuff when I could be out riding my motorcycle, yeah, that's a tool I'm going to be interested in. And before we get started, I did pay for this out of my own money. There's no sponsorship going on here. You're getting my initial reactions and everything else, all my testing notes. I take copious testing notes when I'm trying to review something or just use something. First thing we got to talk about is the unboxing. As usual, it comes packaged just about ready to go, but being a longer tool, it takes a little bit more setup. Take a look. Now, the main event. You get some owner's manuals. It's got a little bit of string here and an Allen wrench and a set screw, it looks like. And we have the tool itself preloaded with some sort of line. Everything's always packaged so nicely from Ego. Carbon fiber shaft with lifetime warranty, good. We also have a handy dandy handle. Get it? Handy dandy. Some sort of ring, should be in the instructions. We have a guard for this model. And then in here is going to be a bigger battery. This was a package from Amazon that had an extra battery for free, supposedly. But this is a 4 amp hour battery, 2 bars of charge. And then the requisite 320 watt charger, which will go in a closet somewhere because I already have one. Oh, look. The screw even has Loctite on it. Nice. I should read the instructions real quick. Look, guys can read instruction manuals. It's not that hard. We have reading comprehension. Starting it by hand. Make sure you don't cross-thread it. Give it one more ugga-dugga. Always wear gloves when mounting or replacing the guard. I don't think so. All right, there's 2 screws coming out of this. They're gonna go into the underside here. So they're just gonna go like this. It just slots into place. There we go. All right, we'll get the other one started here. That's tight. A little extra snugness. There we go. Take off this paper deal. It's like they set every one of these up for store display. Oh, that's gonna be this and this, okay. So anywhere in here. Insert the clamping block into the handle slot and then tighten down the wing nut. We want it right about there. It's tight, there we go. And now it'll rotate, boom, cool. And this is a shoulder strap attachment piece that goes right on here like so, I think. Push the button, speed 2. Nice. It runs. That's pretty cool. I like it already. Very lightweight, great balance. So, where's the midpoint? Right about there. We can adjust it by sliding that back. Now it's a little shorter, and the balance point is right here. Yeah, maybe even a little bit back. So that's right there, right where you want it. Kablamo. So as you saw there, unboxing and the initial setup was pretty easy. Slap a battery in it, she's ready to go. I do have some first impressions. Yeah, let's take a look at that. All right, here's an edging test. This is what my edge looks like now. Not great, but it's a first attempt. As you can see, my second attempt is going much better. Look at that. That looks pretty good. After doing my whole yard, I used 1 bar on a 5 amp hour battery. Already, I'm a super fan. This thing works great. Now I have to clean my camera. There is a little bit of a vibration though in the handle. I'm not sure if something's out of balance or what, but I'm also not a huge fan of the trigger lock. There's a trigger lock on here that unless you depress this forward, it doesn't let you open it and run. And that was also on speed 1 of 2. But there was something else I didn't like about it. It kicks things off of it onto me. So I get a little coated in grass. Yeah, so, you know, it takes a little getting used to. My old string trimmer, which was electric as well. I have a gas one as well, but we'll talk about that in a second. The electric one had a wheel on the guard. This one doesn't have a wheel. Ego. Put a wheel on the guard so I can just flip it upside down and use it as an edger. That would be easier. But after a couple of uses, I did get kind of used to flipping it upside down and doing it by hand without a wheel. You know, real good stuff. So after a few uses, it's now time to mow my grass again because it's tall and I'm going to trim things first. But I really like how this thing has enough power to match my gas string trimmer. If speed 1 doesn't do it for you, there's a speed thing right here. You just push the button, goes to speed 2. Boom, you're off to the races. Cuts through tall, thick grass, no problem. When it's upside down and you're doing your edging, man, let me tell you, it wants to grab it. So I find myself holding it like this so that as it tries to get pulled around, because strong head on it, right? When it gets pulled to one side or another, it kind of goes up against my body. It's where having a beer belly comes in handy. Not that I drink beer, but you know, it's a belly. So yeah, I'm a huge fan of the balance of it and the power of it. I'm not a huge fan though of this guard. This guard is practically useless. It just spits grass all over me. Now my electric one, I think had a wider guard, so it didn't do that. My gas one, I was used to it throwing things at me, but when I like have climbing vines on the fence and I'm going at it with the string trimmer, not great. And also, if anybody's wondering, I have not had to redo this or add this, but it's got like a LineIQ thing, so it's constantly spitting out string as you need it. And then it's got a button somewhere that you press that it'll wind up the string for you. I haven't had to do it. The instructions tell you how to do it. I'm just here to tell you how well it works. Whoa, whoa, whoa. John, let me stop you there. I've been trimming for 2 minutes, so now I can show you how to redo this thing with the power load function because the last of the string came off. So let's do that now. First step is to remove the battery. Second step is to get your string. And I think this is 14 feet. It says 14 feet, and this is what came with it. I've just unfadoodled it. And then you just feed the line in through here until it comes out the other eyelet, which is right there. Okay. And then we just pull this until it's equal, which is, I'm going to assume, where the color changes on the line. So we'll just do that. This is fun stuff, right? You're learning something? Yep, they're about equal. Now I've inserted a battery, and there's a power load button, which I'm going to assume is this one right here. Okay, that was really silly easy. Thank you very much, Ego. That made life just a tiny bit easier. Not that winding up spools of coil onto the little spool thing and then putting it back in the head was difficult, but this is easy. You like never have to remove the head of this thing. That's pretty cool. Now back to the review. And honestly, I think it works really well. I have adjusted the handle so it fits my preferred use case, which I think is really slick. You can just unlatch this and then rotate the handle and then put it back wherever you want. So you can get the right comfort and usability. And for me, when I flip it upside down, it's got a solid grip on it now, right? I've got a solid grip on it. Yeah. The other thing I don't like is the trigger. It's got this lock in it, and the lock has to flip the other way. So I may actually remove that. I was thinking about removing it, just like taping it down or taking it out. It's just a roll pin and a spring. But overall, I think the build quality is pretty good. Like I said, I've used it a few times. It just cranks, man. I'm really actually quite happy with the power. One of the cool things is the battery. Yeah, the battery is pretty good. I run this and the blower on a small battery, and I get like 3 uses out of it. One day I used my 10 amp hour battery and I did everything. I actually did put the 10 amp hour battery on this, and it was pretty heavy. But I was able to mow, blow, and trim all with one battery, which I think is pretty cool, but having spare batteries is even better. Oh, and it does have a hook here. You can hang it on something if you have a wall to hang it on. I don't, but it's a pretty useful tool. It's not perfect, but it is really good. And I will leave links down below to Amazon so you can buy your own if you want to. They're affiliate links, so it helps out the channel and helps me buy more yard tools and stuff. Anyway, I hope you're having a great day. Go check out this video next, and don't forget your 2 mantras. 1, you have a 100% track record of making it through a bad day. And 2, do something nice for yourself every day. John out.